The team of the season is around the corner and you want a meta custom tactics and formation to get you guys the wins. Welcome back to my channel, guys. We've got another custom tactics video today. We've got the 4-2-3-1 wide variation. I actually had a video on this one. This is actually similar to Tex and Banana's custom tactic that won of the E-Premier League. You could see the build of a side is on counter, defensive approach is on high. Player roles, you could see I put the striker on poacher and the cam on shadow striker, guys. So basically how this formation works in terms of attacking, it's quite similar to a 4-4-2 variation, but with a difference. When I say 4-4-2, in terms of attacking, you got four, like this. It's basically like the straight line, and you have two striker here, right? In a 4-4-2. In this formation, basically you have a cam instead of second, two striker. But if you put your cam on shadow striker, it basically works as like two striker. But this player or cam will try to make the run, and your striker will try to kind of create space for your cam. And actually, whenever the player sees a good chance, you'll actually make the run, and you could actually pass ball with your striker to actually get your cam in a one-on-one situation and a score. I'm gonna show you guys in the gameplay how this actually works. So basically, that's just how it could work. The good thing about this, it actually confuses your player. It doesn't know you're gonna make this player to go forward, and you're gonna pass this player to go forward. It kind of switches up between these two. You have better option as opposed to a 4-4-2 variation that's just two circles right next to each other. So this player, you're going to put this on cam left mid and right mid. You want to put these two on inside forward balance, guys. Yes, you may want to put this on inside forward attack, but in that way, this is a with ball, okay? In that case, the good thing about balance is that this player, you're gonna find this player like around, let me just say, like around these areas, okay? Even all the way to next to like close to your CDM, okay? These areas, okay? The good thing about this, if you put this on attack, just to put this on here, this player is gonna be here, okay? And because you have CDM, the space between two, it's gonna be a little bit kind of like the distance is a lot to actually passable. But if you put this on inside forward balance, these two are going to be a little bit close to each other, and you can actually trigger them manually to actually make the run, okay? You have to use the triggers, guys. In that case, you're going to see that if you put this on attack, inside forward attack, let's just say I'm going to put this on inside forward attack, you can see it will be all the way there, okay? You look how much space between these two, all the way like here, and you want to pass the ball, it's just too far away, you have to go for a through ball. If your opponent just knows just a simple way of defending, you're just gonna cut the ball here and just get the ball easily, intercept the ball. So you want to put this on balance, a little bit close to each other, and kind of like start the build up a little bit, kind of like reasonably. So I don't want to use the word slow, but you want to start the build up, reasonably again. You don't want to rush it. People have great defenders now. Everybody has fast players. You have to make kind of like, do it in a good way. It's not like just okay, left mid, right mid, they're fast. I'm just gonna make the run, go down the wing. That's just not gonna work, man. But again, at this time of the year, you have to be very cautious. That's why I say inside forward balance, like close to each other, and then whenever you see a good chance, you should make the run. The two CDM, very good. At the moment, again, because there's just lots of fast players at the moment in your opponent's team, you want to choose a formation that has, CDM. Even if you let's just say you're just using 4-4-2, like 4-1, not 4-1, just a formation that doesn't have any CDM, you're gonna get counterattacks much easier than a formation that has a CDM. This line is like these lines between your defender, the perfect through ball for your opponent, and it's over, okay? When you have a CDM, they will cover these areas, okay, guys? So the good thing about this, you have the CDM, and I would say even in terms of attacking, when you have the way you want to attack, these two CDM, put them on playmaker, deep lane playmaker, they actually try to get involved in attack. You can see in the video I'm going to show you guys after this, so this player. Actually, you will see, for example, this Joan. You're gonna find him here. Even Arnold, you're gonna find him like close. Kind of, it's like they're on like a mix of box to box and playmaker. The two deep lane playmakers. They're trying to get involved in attacking, and whenever you lose a chance, they come back immediately, try to cover that. Okay, that's actually very decent, as opposed to putting these two on just holding. They're just gonna be like not really involved in terms of attacking it. So putting this on deep lane playmaker is very, it's like a key role in this formation. Left back, right back, definitely, and fullback defense, guys. If you want a player, you want to cover these areas as opposed to these areas. Let your opponent attack from here. It's much easier to defend than just, you know, the through balls from here. It's just you know, there's no way to defend it. Okay, the through balls, I'm sure most of you guys consider this way. I mean, including myself, I never really consider go from play that would just go down the wing, have a quick cut back. That's just, you know what you could do. But that one, that's just not. Go to defenders, on defender, defend the goalkeeper, on super keeper, balance. The team tactic being on counter high, guys. I would say at the moment this is the best we will start. Okay, why? Again, because everybody has fast player. They want to be fast, they want to make the run and everything. You want to keep close, and whenever you're trying to do that, you could certainly have a very good kind of transition from defending to attacking. If you have the really good fast player, they will make the run. They try to be explosive. Best thing to do, best thing to choose is of course a buildable star. I don't recommend short passing at all through the year. It's just been like something that was just not really sure. Sometimes it would work, sometimes not. Balance was okay, but counter, guys, it's just really good. Defensive, bro, I would say high is okay, man. I mean, it depends on your opponents. I would say high at 70, not too high, not too low. It's just great in terms of the transition, the way you defend, I mean, the way you attack, the way you put pressure. That's just 70. It just works best in this formation. You can see here. So I'm switching on my left back, Basha, in here. She's on fullback defense. If it wasn't on fullback defense, you were the finest player, like maybe even here a little bit. Okay, but because on here it's very close to your center back. In here, you could see how actually defending structure works, but you have to consider one thing, guys. Your own ability, guys. This is just what matters. Okay, this is what matters the most. You're gonna see a mistake from me. See, I'm going here. See, the fact that I made the stand tackling here, that was just wrong. Look, it was literally my own mistake. Okay, but here I have to cover. I have to actually not to be kind of aggressive in terms of going for the tackle, going for the stand tackle. So I go here. So you could see I know this player is just making runs. It's a clear chance, right? My biggest concern is this player, not this. It's this. You say my opponent's striker. This is my biggest concern here. Once you go for that, I try to get the ball. I kind of like cover that one out. I switch to this player again. I try to keep my distance, guys. Keep your distance. And if I see a chance, I'll go for a stand tackle. From here, you can see that when I do the transition from defense to attack, this is exactly what I mean. So you can see Basha, my left back, is here. You're always gonna have your 2 CDM. You're right behind your center back when you get the ball. Pass the ball and just start the build up right from there. And then look at my left back, left mid. He's here. Okay, if it wasn't attack, if it wasn't a guy, look down below, he would be somewhere around here. But instead of that, he's here. So it's easier to actually trigger them forward melee rather than keeping them like in the front. It's kind of like step ball attack. No, sorry. It's kind of like comeback on defense, as opposed to last year's, FC 25 custom tactics. So have the ball. See, I want to make the run in here. I try to build up with my own, like my CDM on. See, my right bin is here, not here. Okay, he's here a little bit backward, kind of help me in terms of starting build up right from the middle. Look at the positioning of my cam striker. This is my cam. This is my striker. The reason I put this on poacher is that I want him to be more around the penalty area rather than advanced forward. Advanced forward is great, but when you have a cam, at the moment it's better to have that striker on poacher, especially if you put a cam on shadow striker. Shadow striker is basically like the second striker, okay, but it plays a little bit behind the penalty area too. But if in this situation you put this one of your striker on poacher, is way better. So here I go with my right mid to this guy here, pass it by Ronaldo. See, look, Here, look at this player, my CDM. I'm constantly trying to trigger my players to go forward here. Pass the ball to him. You can see a pass the ball to this player. Look at it. I here triggered Arnold to go forward. Okay. Here, pass the ball. I have the chance. Go pass the ball to Arnold again. See how players just getting add up. See Ronaldo will come forward. He will come forward. There's a lot of space for my left mid. Of course, my right mid is also here. So left mid and try to go forward. You have a cam and a striker. It's kind of like this. You go like this, and you also have that on. You can pass all this. It just makes you, you have to be a little bit more creative to actually find the right player. And go forward. You could see just trying to. There's nothing my opponent could do, man. There's nothing that my opponent could do. Just find the right run. Try to get my right mid one-on-one, and let's go to the fifth goal of the game. Again, here I'm going to show you an example of how my own mistake led to a goal. Okay, not necessarily the custom tactics fault. It was my own mistake. So here, Giuseppe has the ball. He goes for a fake shot. Okay, the way he goes for it. Look at this. Goes for a fake shot. I have here. Look, not for a fake shot. I went that way. Okay. The reason this happened, I should have kind of anticipated it, that he could have done it. He should have done this, but I didn't. I just went for it. I was being reckless, and this is how I just got past run out easily. If I didn't do that, if I actually kept my distance, I would have easily intercepted the ball, just simple as that. In here, you could see again another mistake. You could see pass the ball. You could see my right back being on fullback defense is close to this. Okay, it's not here. It's close to my, my opponent's winger. Even from here, look for that. Another mistake. Look at another silly, I would say, mistake. You could see in here. Look, I went there. Okay, first off, I should switch to this player. That's the first mistake. The next mistake was I went for the stand tackle too soon and in the wrong direction. Look what happened. Here you see, and it's just an easy goal. This situation, if you consider this way, guys, is all on you. Okay, you have to work on your defensive ability. You should not concede this type of goal based on individual mistakes, which completely is on you. Okay, here it was completely on me. So do not blame custom tactics and the formation in this. Even the players, do not blame the players in this situation, because I'm sure at this time all of you guys have great players. Right? You have even decent player, even if they're not expensive on the market, they're just really good. So here, another example when I was trying to defending here, I tried to make the right decision, not to make mistake. Look at my defensive shape. Look, this is here. My left back, you see, close to my center back, trying to close the gap. See, these are the dangerous gaps, guys. Through balls from here, it's just so so dangerous. You have to watch for that. So I try to do that. I go for that way. Again, I know this player probably going to be offside. I have to watch for this player in here. Try to get my this. So in this point, this here, my biggest concern is again, I made a stand tackle, wrong stand tackle. I ran out. That's just not good. Here, have to try to do my best to cover this player. Okay. So here, what I'm gonna do to go that way. Okay. See, I went that way. I did not go towards that. See, I didn't go towards Maradona. I didn't go towards there. I went to this way to actually cover this player who's making the run. I covered that and got the ball. Okay, I just said it again. Trying to go start to build up. My two CDM is just going to be there. Pass the ball to my CDM. I need my right back is just there to make the run. Pass the ball to my striker. See my cam is just making the run. A little 1-2 makes the run. It gets 1-on-1. I lose the chance, guys. I went 1-on-1. I lose chance. Again, another mistake by myself. Do not blame. That's Ronaldo flashback. How could it possibly miss? It's all on you. Okay. So do not blame the custom tactic. Work on your ability. Again, once again, you can see the way you're attacking. You have a cam. Striker makes the run. Left mid makes the run. Right mid makes the run. It's so hard to get that kind of defense that way. You went that way. Ronaldo goes for that again. Trying to go that, make 1-on-1, I miss a chance. Again, all my mistake. Another situation which I'm sure you guys probably have problems there. In this situation, it's a clear chance making the run. How should you defend in this way? See, making the run here, I'm not even switching to this player. I'm not switching to that. Okay, the way I'm going is just putting this on this player, okay, and then I'm still on this player, just holding the R1 depending on your you know, sprinter speed. If your sprinter speed is R2, holding the R1, or if this R1 holding the R2. Mine, the sprinter speed is R2, so I'm holding the R1 to actually follow, kind of like switching the next player, kind of like next player switch, but I'm actually controlling this player. So it's going forward, I'm keeping to actually come forward, come after, and whenever I see a chance, I just go for a simple stand tackle, and that's it. And once again, you can see I have my 2 CDM, okay, they're there. My left mid tries to get the run, my cam is just attacking before that, and you can see in this formation, it's always you're gonna find your put this my main sub forward, you have a striker, you have your cam, your right mid, just trying to make the run, especially if those two have plus in the position. It's gonna be so hard. See this position, if you had both of your like 2 striker, you would find them here. There's just no one would have been here, okay. But in this formation, I try to see, it makes a run, gets 1-on-1, a little bit of luck in here, and it was a goal. I was like, you could actually you know, play with this formation, with this really good formation, guys. The 4-2-3-1 was actually one of the best formation in the game. A lot of people are using it. The presence of 2 CDM and a cam at the same time is very good in terms of attacking. It's quite, you know, you love force. In terms of defending, you have 2 CDM, which is very good. You could certainly benefit from this formation. In the team of the season, the foot champs, the rivals, especially at the moment, there are going to be much more great players in the past and in the game. You have to actually be very careful in this formation. You have a lot of tools to actually, you know, execute everything you have in your mind. And of course, guys, you have to exercise. Guys. You have to exercise, pay attention to these little details, and you can certainly, you know, get the wins. I was going to like this custom tactics video. There'll be more custom tactics video. I'm working on a 4-4-2 formation, kind of like one you start with. And of course, there'll be more like this. Try to have a video every single day on my channel. Make sure you subscribe so we're missing everyone. And until next time, I will see you guys later.